I'm Daniel O'Brien, and we started Chicken Caravan back at the end of 2010 because we needed some chicken sheds for a new business venture we were starting. We wanted a free-range egg farm, and we wanted our chickens in mobile chicken sheds, but we discovered there was none available on the market. So we had to build our own. So in 2010, my brother and I built some chicken caravans, some mobile chicken sheds, and we used them on our own farm. And then about a year later, people started saying, hey, would you sell these to other farmers? So what started with our own farm then sort of turned into something we'd started selling to other farmers. What's interesting right at the moment, there's people all over the world that are moving out of the cities, and they're moving out of the cities onto land. They've got this desire, I want to grow my own food, but then it's a case of they land on their piece of dirt, their block. It could be 5 acres, it could be 100 acres. It's like, what do we do now? Chickens is such a great gateway animal. Like, if you had 5 acres, you're probably not going to go, right, let's get 20 cows in, or hey, let's just plough all this up and put an acre of market garden. Chickens is so easy because you can get 2 or 3 chickens, they give you eggs, they can give you meat, and the chickens do a lot of the work for you. They can help turn compost, or if you've got an area where you're going to put a veggie garden in, put the chickens there and they can work that for you. So they give you meat, they give you eggs, and they help prepare your soil and your garden beds. If you look back in time, you'd have the parent there in the kitchen preparing the meal. They'd be peeling the carrots and they'd have the vegetable scraps, and they'd throw that out to the chickens, and the chickens would consume it and scratch it through, and in return the chickens would produce eggs and the chicken litter, and that would be then used in the vegetable garden. So the chickens were the recyclers. Now we're coming back to that. People are realizing the advantages of chickens, and now we have systems that make that whole process so much more efficient. So over 10 years, we've made a range of different products, from very large ones that caters for hundreds of chickens, right down to our Chicken Caravan 30 for 30 chickens. But then we still had a few people goes, I don't want 30 chickens, do you make something a bit smaller? And that's when the Chicken Caravan 10 was created. And we wanted to make it smaller to cater for 10 chickens, but we didn't want to lose all the bells and whistles, all the really cool stuff. So it's still got your open and closed door, so it lets your chickens out in the morning and it locks them away at night. And it's got automatic nesting boxes where the eggs roll away, and built-in feeders and drinkers. So for someone that's wanting just a few chickens, but they still want all that automation and that ease, that's what the Chicken Caravan 10 was created for.
So feeding time?
Yeah. So here we are on 30 acres, this is our farm here, but as well as the chickens, we've also got pigs, we've got sheep, we've got rabbits, and our veggie garden and fruit trees. And we've only been on this property for about 8 or 9 months, and our goal as a family is to set this property up as an educational facility so we can train other people of how they can grow their own food also. So one of the things we're trialling at the moment is actually planting corn straight into the pasture, just to add a bit of diversity, but also it'll provide feed for the animals, whether that be chickens or rabbits, sheep or pigs. So we're just trialling it, and this one's looking good so far, so hopefully in about a month we'll have a bit of corn to harvest for the animals. Hello. So these are the rabbits here. One thing with our rabbit coops is they've got a slatted floor, and we actually move them along in the direction of the slat, so the rabbits get a lot of the natural grass. And these are meat rabbits, so we help other people get started with meat rabbits, and we also process the excess for our own consumption. Yeah, so one of the things that the rabbits is really good at, they are good at keeping the grass down, and they're good at fertilizing. We can actually see a line of where the rabbits have been. They've put down the manure and such, and because we keep moving them forward, we don't need to worry about smelly coops or whatever, but behind them we can see lush grass coming up behind them, so they're also fertilizer machines.
How are the blackberries, Karen?
Pretty sweet and sour.
And prickly?
Yeah, definitely.
You're lucky you got the last one, I didn't get any. No, it's supposed to just look pretty, look Aussie.
Look Aussie. Oh, there's two on something. So to find out more about chicken caravans, just go to chickencaravan.com.
What can they find out if they go to Chicken Caravan? What are they going to find out there?
To see all our models and what we do. Here we go. Yay. Well, thanks for coming out and having a look at our farm and what we're doing here. If you
1, 2, 3.
Thanks for coming out and looking at the farm and seeing what we're up to here. If you want to find out more about what we're doing, just go to chickencaravan.com. See you next time.
Thanks, mate, for having us out. It's a really good time. We really enjoyed being here myself, actually, too. Thanks, bud. Bye.
Thank you.